Hello, everyone. It's my very first rant video. My name is Sean, by the way, and my YouTube channel says Z because I also do music. I'm a hip hop artist. 2022 has been a rough year for me with movies and TV shows. I have been ranting to a lot of people about the stuff that's been coming out this year. But I finally reached one that really pushed me to the edge, and I was thinking about doing this, making a rant video, and people close to me, and the people I know said, do it. It's a good idea. So here I am. This rant video is about the brand new Michael Myers movie. Well, if you want to call it that. Halloween Ends. Halloween 2018. I enjoyed. I did enjoy, to an extent, Halloween Kills. Had some good kills in it. So I actually didn't mind the film. The way it ended got me pumped for the next one. Like me and my friends were leaving the theater talking about what could possibly happen in the next one. Well, Halloween Ends finally comes out. I was getting bad vibes from it, from all the rumors and stuff I was hearing, but I was still going to give it a chance. Then it finally came out. I was going back and forth whether to go see it in theaters or just watch it on Peacock. Something was telling me just watch it on Peacock. Don't go to the theaters, waste your time. So ended up watching it on Peacock, and man, that was a painful ass movie to get through. Like, boring, hot garbage. Oh man, like, I was really looking forward to that movie because I love movies. I'm a big Marvel fan. As you can see, I got some Marvel posters back there. Like, I love movies. I love TV shows. But this movie, I probably will never watch ever again. And I'm going to start off by saying, if you like this movie, you really enjoy it, that's fine. Your opinion, everybody has their opinions. My opinion, this was a trash, hot, garbage movie. And spoilers ahead. I may not get into the whole plot, but the whole entire movie, but spoilers ahead. So, instead of like the last two, it taking place, on the same night, this one takes place 4 years later. And I was already pissed off from the beginning because 40 years Laurie Strode prepared and waited around for Michael to come. 40 years. 40 years. She prepared for him. Then the Halloween Kills. Michael kills her daughter. Michael kills her daughter. Not her cousin. Not her Uncle Festus. But her daughter. And what does she do? She moves on tries to live a normal life, just baking pies with her granddaughter from the last film. And her daughter is barely mentioned the entire movie. Like, what the hell? Like, you prepared for Michael 40 years. He kills your daughter, and you just move on like it's nothing. Not even wondering if he's ever going to come back. So that pissed me off. And the worst part about this movie, Michael Myers. Barely in the fucking movie. Michael Myers. Barely in his own fucking movie. Movie posters lied. Trailers lied. The movie is about some... I just get pissed off just thinking about it. The movie is about a dude named Corey. Look at my notes, says Corey Cunningham. And I could not stand this fucking character. Could give two shits about him. Movie starts off, him babysitting, coming to somebody knows house, babysitting. Kid's a brat, you know, that's why I won't babysit other people's kids. Like, I babysit nieces, nephews, we don't know, but I won't babysit nobody else's kid. Kid's a brat, don't want to listen. Corey goes to the kitchen to get a snack. Comes back, the boy's gone. He's looking around the house and goes back into the kitchen, the knife is gone. Goes outside looking for him. And it's pretty much supposed to have us thinking, oh, is Michael Myers in the house? Well, he goes upstairs to the attic and the door shuts. The kid locks him in there, playing the trick on him. Corey starts freaking out. Don't know why. He's in the attic. The attic's pretty lit. Starts kicking the door as if there is a killer behind him about to kill him. Kicks the door open as the kid's parents are walking back home, walking through the door. And the kid's behind the door. The door swings open, hits the kid. He falls over the banister, comes crashing down to the floor and dies. Now, I will give the movie that. I wasn't expecting that. You know, I did hear a lot of people laugh at that part, but that part threw me off, threw me off guard. Corey ends up getting locked up, and he doesn't go to jail. He gets off because it was just an accident, but the whole town can't stand him. The whole town can't stand his ass. God, I hate this movie. Well, whole town can't stand him. He's, has a job, working for his parents, and he keeps getting picked on by these bullies who are younger than him. They want him when they first run into him, they want him to buy them some liquor because they're only apparently seniors, something like that. And he tells them no, to start, beating the crap out of them. Laurie Strode shows up, saves them, takes them to her granddaughter who's a nurse. They instantly start falling for each other. Instantly. So she's a nurse. and I might have said doctor, but she's a nurse. And they instantly start falling for each other. It's whole pretty much movies about them two falling for each other. Like I said, Michael's barely fucking in it. Well, she gets him to go out to a Halloween party with her. They're having a good time. They're drinking, taking pictures, and all that stuff like that. You know, he's having fun. He runs into the mom of the little boy that he accidentally killed. He starts freaking out after the mom talks to him, blames him, and he starts yelling at Laurie Strode's granddaughter. Like, where were you? Where were you? She wasn't that far from you, bro. Like, he freaks out on her, walks away, runs into the bullies again. They get into a confrontation. They accidentally push him over a bridge that they were standing on. They thought he was dead. They panicked. They left. Next thing you know, we see him getting dragged into a sewer. He wakes up. We find out Michael Myers has been living down in the sewer the whole 4 years. He's been living in the sewer. So Corey gets up. Michael, instead of killing him, I'm starting to wonder why Michael didn't kill him. There was an old guy down there, jumping ahead a little bit, a homeless guy, who said that Michael was dragging people in there and killing them. Well, he drags Corey in there, and he doesn't kill him. He grabs Corey by the neck, eventually, and he looks into his eyes, sees that he killed the little boy, which was an accident. He lets him go, and it seems as Michael has passed the evil off to Corey. When he gets out the sewer, the homeless guy, says, he's been dragging everybody in there. Why did he let you live? Homeless guy freaks out, saying, I'm Michael Myers, and tries to kill Corey. Corey ends up killing his ass. None of this is good. None of this is good. Like, why is Michael living in a sewer for 4 years? Just living down in the sewer, killing people. Well, Corey starts getting an itch for the kill. Him and Laurie Strode's granddaughter still seeing each other. Some a-hole cop that's been trying to get with her for some of the movie runs into Corey and her on a date. He's an a-hole. Corey takes her home. He gets the cop to come down into the sewer with him. Michael bum rushes him. Corey grabs him and is like, oh, show me how. Show me how to do it. Telling Michael to get up. Show me how to do it. Michael kills. And then these two start going off with each other, killing people. When does Michael Myers start teaching people? When does Michael Myers let anybody live? Because he looked into Corey's eyes and seen he accidentally killed a kid. Oh, I see something in this kid. I could turn this kid into me. Oh, so fucking stupid. So fucking lame. And so they start going off, killing people. Eventually, and this is another part that pissed me off too. They treat Michael Myers like a pussy. And apparently, Michael Myers is really, really weak. But they said in the last film, in Halloween Kills, the more he kills, the more, I guess, immortal he becomes, the whole supernatural thing. Well, Michael's really weak, and when he killed that cop, you see him shaking as if he's finally getting energy back. But the homeless guy said that Michael's been dragging people down in the sewer, killing them. So why is he so weak? What did he not? Couldn't nobody come down there for him to kill, and he couldn't have his fucking fix? Like, is that why he's so weak? So then, treat Michael Myers like a pussy. Eventually, Corey goes back down to the sewer, and bum rushes Michael, wrestles him down to the ground. Give me your mask. I need your mask. You're just a man. Like, Michael Myers got his fucking mask stolen by a fucking dude that's smaller than him, by fucking Corey. So Corey wrestles Michael to the ground, takes his fucking mask, and leaves with it. And at this point, Laurie Strode's trying to get her granddaughter to stay away from him. Like, oh, I see the evil in his eyes, like I saw in Michael's eyes. Of course, does the granddaughter listen? No, nobody in these movies ever listen. So eventually, Corey puts on the mask, the jumpsuits. He starts going around killing the people that wronged him. Kills were okay. Nothing crazy. Like I said, this movie was just so freaking long and boring. I couldn't wait for it to end. And the crazy thing is, I rewatched it so I could do this rant video. So I just bored myself even more with it. So he goes to start killing. Kills all the bullies that were bullying him. Killed this radio guy that was treating him and Laurie Strode's granddaughter like an asshole. And then eventually he tries to go kill Laurie Strode. She pretends that she's going to commit suicide, but it was all a trick. She shoots Corey. He falls down the steps. Takes off the mask. Instead of, Laurie Strode shooting him, she takes the gun and shoots the rest of the bullets away. She's like, oh, you came here to kill me, and all this other stuff. Well, Corey is like, if I can't have your granddaughter, nobody can. So he kills himself. She takes the knife out of his neck. Laurie Strode takes the knife out of his neck, freaks out, takes the knife out of his neck. But as she's doing that, oh, here we go. The granddaughter walks through the door, sees Corey on the ground dead and the knife in her grandmother's hand. Starts freaking out. What did you do? What did you do? And the worst part about it is, Corey's in the fucking Michael Myers attire. The mask is literally a few feet away from his head. She doesn't see it. She thinks that you killed him. So she gets all in tears and leaves. He's in the fucking Michael Myers attire. The mask is right there. She doesn't see it. So eventually, the real Michael Myers eventually comes, goes after his mask. Corey comes back to life trying to keep Michael from taking the mask back. Michael snaps his neck. And then after an hour and something, we finally get the final ending scene that was shown in the trailers between Michael and Laurie Strode. An hour and something to the movie, we finally get that. You know, they battle it out. She eventually gets the upper hand, pins him down with a fridge, a bunch of knives and stuff. He comes free. He's about to try to kill her. Her granddaughter comes back and saves her, breaks Michael's arm, and they kill him. All the cops come, you know, they pin Michael Myers on top of his dead body on top of a car to show the whole city that he's dead, because the whole city blames Laurie Strode for everything that fucking happened with Michael Myers, even though it wasn't her fucking fault. Like, everybody in that fucking town is just fucking nuts. So they take Michael's body around, showing everybody that the boogeyman is dead. They put his body through a meat grinder. So Michael Myers is officially gone. And a little happy ending. There was, what was his name? I can't remember his name. It's the cop from the last movie who was in the bed, hospital bed next to Laurie Strode. They said he was to blame for everything that happened with Michael. He's in it for a little bit, like 2 scenes. He showed love. They show like a love interest between him and Laurie Strode. He comes to the end. He comes back at the end of the movie, and it goes off. What seemed like them two was going to get together, and the granddaughter, I think, finally left town. This movie was just so fucking boring in so many fucking ways. I don't give a shit about Corey. Don't give a shit about him and Laurie Strode's granddaughter's love interest. Kills was okay. The movie was just fucking boring, and this was just a horrible way, in my opinion, to end the franchise. Because I also found out that now the Halloween rights goes back to whoever else had it. And so I can guarantee in maybe 5 to 10 years, we'll get another reboot. But this was just such a lackluster movie. Lackluster ending. Like, I don't give a shit about Corey. Don't give a shit about the love interest. Like, Michael Myers, barely in his own fucking movie. Michael Myers, barely in his own fucking movie. I hated this movie, and I'm so glad that I didn't go to the theaters to see it. Like, how long is this video? About 24 minutes. So I said, this is my first rant video, and I'm most likely going to be doing more, because it is just bad movies, bad TV shows coming out. I say the best movie I've seen this year was Top Gun Maverick. That was the best movie I've seen this year. Like, I got nothing against the actors or the actresses of none of this. It's just, this movie was horrible. I didn't care about none of the characters. And apparently Jamie Lee Curtis signed something that says she would never appear in any more Halloween movies. So I can understand that she's getting older. And plus, after this last one, I mean, why would you want to appear in any more? This movie was so fucking trash. Like I said, 2018 Halloween I liked. I did like, Halloween Kills to extent. I did like, a character that Evil Dies Tonight. But it had, that movie did have a lot wrong with it, but I still enjoyed it to an extent. This one, no. Hell no. Like, fuck this movie. Like, it is a waste of time. And if this video helps anybody, not watch this hot garbage, then I'm glad. But I really don't want to talk about this movie anymore. Like, it's corny, it's boring. But like I said, if you enjoyed it, then, very, very, very happy for you. Because, I said everybody has their opinions. Everybody doesn't like the same movie. Everybody doesn't like the same TV show. Everybody doesn't like the same music. Same food. So, like this movie, I definitely understand. But, anybody who would like to comment on this video to see, what your thoughts is on this movie, go right ahead. But fuck Halloween ends. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this rant. But I really don't want to talk about this movie anymore. So everybody, deuces.